What now? There we go. Oh my gosh. All that and there was no sound. Thank you so much for letting me know about that. My goodness, you guys were blowing it up. So thank you again for that. Let me try and start over again. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you are having a wonderful weekend so far, and I hope the weather is better by you than it is here by me. I'm in northern Illinois, a southwest suburb of Chicago, and it has been in the high 20s, low 30s just about all week, and it has been snowing and or raining all week long. So it's been a little mucky outside. The dogs' paws have been muddy. Every time they come in, it's been a little icky. But anyway, I'm really glad that you guys are here. Thank you again. Thank you again so much for pointing out that, yeah, I didn't have sound for some reason. That every once in a while, Streamlabs likes to cut things out on me, and so I apologize for that. I did want to give a very, very special thank you to Mona. She just recently became a member of the channel, actually, like, just minutes ago. So thank you so much, Mona, for joining the channel as a member. I truly appreciate that. Every little bit goes back towards the channel. As a member of the channel, you are also entitled to become part of our Scrap Busters Club, where I will send out 1, maybe 2 boxes a year of scrap fabrics that we have been using for other projects throughout the year. If that's something that's of interest to you, make sure you send me an email with your mailing address so I can add you to the list. I did send out one box at the beginning of the year, and I don't have enough scrap fabrics yet to start sending another box out, but I'm hoping about midway through the year to send that. So thank you so much for that. Danny's scraps are more than scraps. Yes, Terry, they are. They're the extra fabric from any of our projects. So it could be yardage, it could be fat quarters that were left over, it could be parts of jelly roll strips, it could be just about anything. So when I say scraps, I don't just mean the little teeny tiny pieces. So yeah, I try to give you guys stuff that you can actually work with. But anyway, thank you again so much for pointing out that my mic wasn't working. I apologize for that. We will get through. Today is going to be a special day. We're going to be working on our Resilient project. You guys have been seeing this one on and off the channel for a while, but this one for today specifically has some pretty good meaning. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet or not. I posted it on our community page, and I also posted it on our Facebook page. But this afternoon, I'm going to be joining Katie over on her channel for a live stream over there where her and I are going to be working on something a little extra special. It's not necessarily a project so much as it is a conversation. Her and I have both been vocal about our struggles with mental health and the things that we have tried to do to combat that. And so her and I are coming together, and we're going to create a space. We're hoping to do it once a month. We'll see how things go. But we're going to create a space where people are welcome to come join us in our conversations and just talk about it. Just find some extra help. Make sure that you guys know if you're struggling with any type of mental health that you're not alone. So today's project obviously is called Resilient, and I chose Resilient many months ago because I loved the name of it. I loved the name that it was. I loved the design itself, but the name really resonated with me, and I've shared that with you guys on the thumbnails for every one of these, but maybe I haven't really pointed it out enough, and so I printed it up today, and I just want to read it to you guys really quickly so you guys can get a better idea of what it is. And basically, it's the definition of being resilient. And resilient is being able to become strong, healthy, or successful again after something bad happens. And I feel like with mental health, people who struggle with mental health, that's one of their biggest struggles, is overcoming those negative things that happen in our lives. And let's face it, they happen. They happen all the time. We have to find ways to combat those things and move forward with those things. So I'm really excited to share that kind of a platform with Katie, with Katie this afternoon. I'm really looking forward to that. It'll only be an hour long. We're going to keep it short and sweet. We'll see how things go. But we're going to be putting together our Resilient blocks today. I have went ahead and off camera, I have cut them all the half square triangles. I've pressed them all. I've trimmed them all down. So now we can just work on blocks. We don't have to worry about all that other stuff that we were doing before. So hopefully we'll be able to get more than 2 done in a live stream. It seemed like we were only getting 2 of them done at a time, it was just moving very, very slowly. So that's why we're already on episode number 10 for this project, because it was just a very slow moving project. So I went ahead and did that. They're all laying out here. I have no idea how many of them we're going to actually get to today. We'll have to wait and see, but I'm hoping to get to at least more than 2, because then that means that all that hard work after camera really paid off. So one of the other things I want to remind you guys about is we do have some merch here on the channel. If you guys are interested, you can do ! merch, where you can get yourself one of these really cool coffee mugs. They come in a variety of different colors on the inside. And then you can also look into t-shirts, tank tops, sweatshirts, drawstring bags. I still haven't gotten on there to see what other options they have available, but if you're interested in that, you can do ! merch in chat. I mentioned already the memberships option. That's the $sign down at the bottom. There's an option down there where you can become a member of the channel. For a small donation, a monthly donation, I will make sure to give you some extra perks that go along with it, including a couple of extra emojis that are available to you. I'll try and work on getting you some more of those here soon. One of the other ways that you can help support the channel is with a super chat or a super sticker. Those are options down there in the, when you're doing a chat, there's extra buttons there. One of them is a super chat and super sticker. You can have those as options as well, if that's something you're interested in. This channel will always be 100% free to watch and to join along in chat, and otherwise it will always stay 100% free. Any donations that are made to the channel just simply go back into the channel for extra projects and things like that. Sorry, I got a text message and it distracted me. Let me go into chat and say hello to everybody there. I believe Linda Denton was the very first person in chat this morning. So Linda, thank you so much for being here today. Happy Sunday morning to you. I hope you're well, and I hope you're having a fantastic weekend so far. Brat46 was also in there this morning. She was talking about a project that she was working on. She was putting some binding on a project for her, I think she says her sister or her sister's son. So thank you, Brat46, for joining us this morning. I hope you are also well. Thank you. Patty says, hello, Danny. Hi, Patty. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here today. Melissa is here as well. Hi, Melissa. Thanks so much for being here. Terry, of course, is here. Hi, Terry. Thank you so much. Terry's one of our moderators. If you guys have any questions throughout the stream, please make sure that you tag her. She is fantastic. All of my moderators are amazing. Terry is amazing. Kathy's amazing. Of course, Lucas is also amazing. So thank you to those three so much for everything that you guys do behind the scenes. Really, this show would not be nearly as successful as it is without your guys' help. So I truly appreciate that. Thank you very much for being here almost every stream. I really appreciate that. Joyce Hernandez is here. Hi, Joyce. Thanks so much for joining us today. Happy Sunday morning to you. Nancy, hello. Nancy was posting a little bit of an update about her husband. Sounds like he's doing a little bit better. And Nancy, we are so glad to hear that. And I know that he is going to be healed up in no time because he has the very best nurse helping him out with that. And that, of course, is you. So thank you so much for giving us an update on that. We're so glad to hear he's doing better. Sorry. Hi, Kathy. Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining us today. It is so great to see you. I hope you are well. Scrolling through. Hoping I'm not missing anybody. Mona, good morning again. Thank you again so much for becoming a member of the channel. I really, really appreciate that. You know, it's really exciting to see things like that, and we're just so grateful that you're here. Thank you. Sylvia, good morning. Welcome back. It's so great to see you. Hello. I hope you are well. Let's see. Dawn, hello. She says, morning, experts. I am not an expert, but you guys are. So good morning, Dawn. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Oh yeah, now I'm getting to the no sound. Can't hear you. Yeah. Oops. We got it. We got it working though. Thanks for everybody for, yeah. Brett says, am I the only one that's not hearing anything? No, Brett, it wasn't you. It was totally on me. It was totally my fault. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry. I wasn't watching my little things down at the bottom, and I hadn't noticed that it wasn't working. So that's my fault. Usually I check it, and I didn't this morning, so my bad. Okay, I think I'm just about caught up now. Yep, looks like I'm just about caught up. If I missed you in chat, I am truly, truly sorry. Please make sure you say hello again. And this time, make sure you tag me. You can do that by using the @ symbol. That's the A with the circle around it. And then type in "so not an expert." What that does is it highlights it right on the screen so I can't miss it. That's how I saw that the sound was missing. So thank you very much for everybody that tagged me in that. Throwing a bunch of dots to get your attention about the sound. Glad it did put me in the timeout. I did see the dots, Don. Thank you for that very much. Hello again, Melissa. Welcome back. Fern King, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us again. Good morning. So we are going to go ahead and get started with our Resilient project. I mentioned already to you guys that I'm going to be joining Katie over on her channel, 3 o'clock p.m. Central Time. I did put links to it in our Facebook and in our community page. You can also go over to her channel as well. She's got a preview there for it as well. Hi, Lorraine. Good morning. Okay, so let me put these off to the side because I don't need those. And that's just going to distract me. So I'm going to put that down. That's just going to distract me. So we have 8 blocks left to put together for this Resilient project. I can't imagine that we're going to get all 8 of them done today. I'm hoping to get 4. That's my goal. Because before we've only been able to get 2 done, but that's because we were doing is Lucas in yet? I have not seen Lucas hop in yet. He might be busy. I know Tony is visiting him this weekend because it's Valentine's Day weekend. So he may be busy, entertaining her. I'm not sure. But I have not seen him pop in yet this morning. Why, is there something I can help you with, Brad? Or are you just looking for him? Hi, Sandra. Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Do it, do it, do it. Yes, thank you, Terry. I am hoping, because we've only gotten 2 done in the last few live streams, so I'm hoping to get, I'd really like to get at least 3, but 4 is my goal. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to put this off to the side here, because we don't really need it right this second. I'm sure I'll need it later. Put that up there. All right, so like I said before, I went ahead off camera and I did a bunch of work off camera. So I went ahead and I sliced up all the half square triangles. I pressed them, seams open, and then I trimmed them all down. So now all we have to do is put blocks together. So this should go much, much faster. We might even get the project done. Not today. Katie has a Nightbot on her channel that allows you to look up the weather conditions using... oh, that's kind of neat. That's pretty neat. Alright, so let's go ahead and lay this first block out. My iron was on before, but now it's not, so let's turn it back on. I was wondering if Streamlabs has it. I have not seen that as an option. No. Streamlabs is not nearly as sophisticated as some of the other chatbots I'm noticing. But I use Streamlabs for a lot of other things, not just the Nightbot, not just the bot, so... Dawn says, I am so excited to see Resilient as the top because I know it will be beautiful. Oh, well, thank you. Just so you guys know, I did put one of the blocks up back here. You guys can kind of see it. It's all purple, so it's a little bit hard to see, but you can see it right here. This is what the block actually looks like. And every block is going to be different because we used a different fabric for every piece of the block. That's kind of the whole point of this, is that each one is different and unique, which is another thing that I absolutely loved about this particular pattern, is not only the name of it, not only that it's beautiful, but the fact that each block is unique and it kind of represents each person. Each person is also unique. And that's kind of what I absolutely loved about this one. So I thought it was really good fit for today. Those fabric colors. I know, this is the Anne of Green Gables. I absolutely love this fabric line. So I'm going to go ahead. Actually, let me flip the camera over real quick. I thought I had the zoom camera on and I don't. There we go. Oh, darn it. You know, it keeps messing with my head. I had it nice and pretty zoomed in, and then it just keeps messing with my head. Let's see if I can get it to work again. Come on. There we go. Still kind of dark and gray and dreary, and I think that that's just because of the background color that it's trying to readjust for, but that's alright. Alright, so we've got these two here, and then let me grab my color chart, make sure I'm doing this right. So 1 and 2 is this one. I'm missing a block. See if I can find it. It's 2 and 3. Here. 1 and 2. I know it's in here somewhere. That's odd. Very first block I tried to grab, and now I'm messing things up here. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out where the block is, the pieces are. That's 1 and 3. That doesn't seem right. This is 2 and 3. Hang on. This is 5 and 6. That's 5 and 6. Okay, that one's 5 and 6. And this one is 3 and 4. Okay, this one is 4 and... I think I have too many pieces here. Hang on. Something's not right about this one. I might have to skip this one and move on to the next one because I don't want to take up too much time here. Let's see. 1 and 2. 2 and 3. 1 and 3. So that's this one. I only have one of these. Should have 2. Alright, well, let's skip this one for now. Let's skip this block because I don't want to take up too much time. I'm obviously missing a piece, and I don't know where that piece might have went to. So we're going to skip this one for now. Not off to a good start, people. Not off to a good start. Hi, Teresa. Welcome back to the channel. We are not off to a good start. I put all the pieces together. I put all the half square triangles together, and apparently I'm missing a piece, and I don't know where it's at. Like, it's probably stuck in another section somewhere. So we're going to set this one off to the side for right now. We're going to skip it and go on to the next one, because I don't want to take up too much time trying to find it. Let's try a different one, shall we? Sandra wants to know if Kathy got snow or rain. We got snow. We got like almost 4 inches of snow over the last couple of days. It didn't really stick very well. This one's 3 and 4. Here's 1 and 2. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. This one's going to be easier. Okay. 1 and 2. Do you guys still see that? Yeah. It's on a weird angle, but yeah. So this one is 1 and 2, like that. 1 and 2. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. 1 and 3, which is these two here. 1 and 3, and then 2 and 3 is apparently they got out of order when I was working with them, which is fine. I just need to put it back. 2 and 3, 2 and 3. See if I can find them. There's a 2 and 3. Oh, that's... See, I knew we would find it. So this is 1 and 3. 1 and 2 from this one. I knew we would find it. Like, I can't possibly have missed it. And then this one needs to be 2 and 3. 2 is this one here. There they are. Alright, now I'm... Apparently I just need more coffee. There we go. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Alright. Let me move these up here. I'm laying out the pieces first, and then we're going to sew them all up together. At this rate, though, it's going to take us just as long if I don't start moving here a little bit. Okay, so now I need to do 6 and 4, which is this one here, and that one here. There. There. And then 4 and 5, which are these two. 4 is up like that. 4 is up like that. Alright. Then we have the 5 and 6s. Oh, it was stuck to me. Sorry, I'm missing chat here, guys. Give me just a second. I'm just laying this first block out, and so we can start to get it going. There we go. There we go. Here we go. Ta-da! There, we got it laid out. So now you guys can kind of see it. in the zoom camera. You can also see it really, really well in the side camera there. But what did I miss in color? The colors of the fabric look so different on each camera. Yeah, I know, Terry. I know. It's the lighting. It's like, it's so annoying. I would be too angle challenged for this. Well, it's all half square triangles. But so you just got to kind of work through it a little bit. What did I miss? I feel like I missed something. Sylvie says clouds came in, so it's gotten warmer. 30, dang. Oh, okay. A skateboard or a scooter. Too funny. All right, so let's go ahead and get these up together. We'll start at the bottom. Oh boy. What is happening today? There we go. Something got tangled. Something got tangled up. So what is everybody working on today? I mean, obviously we are working on our Resilient project, but what are you guys working on today? Have you finished it? Have you got any projects finished yet so far this year? I posted a picture on our Facebook last week of the table runner that we finished. That was a whip. It was our first whip of the year, so that was really exciting that we were able to get that one done. It's always, I always feel good about finishing a whip or a UFO because you give yourself that kind of win, you know? It's like, it's really exciting to be able to finish that, and that is currently it's hung up on a wall in my office. We have this little section in our reception area that's just a straight wall in front of the two desks that are there. So I like to put my table runner quilts up there. They decorate the lobby for every holiday, so makes things kind of nice. Crumb quilting, Teresa says. That's awesome. Made a jacked up table runner. Was that on purpose or on accident, Mona? Jacked up table runner. I mean, I've done that myself. Sure. 100%. Just wondering if that was on purpose or... You know, they say happy accidents for a reason, you know? Terry says she's still working on her hexie whips and a scrap whip quilt. Yeah, for sure. I have a lot of table runner whips. At the beginning of the channel, I did a lot of projects on the channel that were small projects. One, to give myself a little bit of a confidence boost, and also so that I'd have more content on the channel, because that's kind of what I was thinking I needed to do. And then it turns out that I really didn't need to do that. I just needed to kind of switch things around a little bit like we do now. The focus that we have now, where we're not doing the same project every week, and projects take a little bit longer to finish, but this way we're constantly being entertained by it. But I finished a bunch of table runner tops. I never finished the table runners. So you guys are going to see a lot of those over the course of the year for us to finish them up. In fact, I have one for spring that I'll be pulling out here soon. It's been hanging on the back of my door for gosh only knows how long. I was a Bargello table runner that I made for Mama Joyce, and I have to be careful and make sure that I'm putting these back in the order they came in, so that I don't screw myself up. I made it for Mama Joyce, and she got one of them, and I ended up making two of them because I had enough fabric to make two. So I made two of them, but I only finished one of them. So she got one, and then the other one sat on the back of my door forever. So I'm trying to finish that one up. Come on. You're going to be a pain in my rear today, aren't you? There we go. So that is on its way to you guys. We'll be able to see that one here soon. 4, 5. I just want to make sure I get this correctly. That's 1 and 3. Two and 3. 2 and 3. Okay. There's Lucas. Ladies and gentlemen, Lucas is in the house. Morning, bud. I hear you have a bit of a pest problem this weekend. Hope that's going okay. Tell my daughter I said hello. Please. Actually, I did talk to her the other day, so at least I remember what she sounds like. Just kidding. There he is. This one was 4 and 5. 6 is here. Trying to make sure I'm orienting these correctly. This one. 6 and 4. Okay. Tony went home for the weekend. To her home. It's weird to say that. Still trying to get used to that. It's funny. Mr. Wizard and I told Tony and Lucas that we would come visit them the next time Tony was in town. To see their new apartment and, you know, and spend the day with them and see their new town and their new apartment and all kinds of fun stuff. And so they've been testing out restaurants for when we come, which, again, they didn't have to do that, but it's just cute that they did it. And so their idea, so they tested a restaurant this past weekend. And their idea to test the restaurant, they went to a Mexican restaurant and they were testing out. Oh, my camera did it again. They tested out the the margaritas and the tequila sunrises from the drink menu. They didn't tell me about the food. They just told me about the drinks. I thought that was so funny. Like, I swear everyone must think that I'm some type of alcoholic. I swear to you, I am not. I do not drink every day. But it was just really funny. I'm going to zoom in again. Stupid camera. I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's so annoying. There we go. Alright. Food hopping, right? Yeah, I know. So funny that that they are testing out the drink menu before the food. I appreciate the level of dedication, though. I truly appreciate that. Car, where are you? Are stuck. Just finished making and eating breakfast, and yes, she's doing well. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear it. I know the last time she came to visit you, it was not as successful. She got sick the whole time. Food was pretty great. Oh, well, that's good. They were both dangerous. Yeah, especially since Tony doesn't even like, Tony's not even a fan of, what am I trying to say here? Tony's not a fan of, tequila, so if she couldn't taste it, that's a big thing. that's a pretty big deal. Alright, so there's that one, and that one. And then this one. And this one. Alright, now before I sew up the rows together, I want to go ahead and iron these up so that everything lays nice and flat. I am doing an open seam because that seems to be the best way to make sure that everything lays nice and flat. The only problem with that is it does take a hot extra minute to iron everything up. It just seems like the open seam takes a little bit longer. But it's something that I'm working with a little bit more recently, and I'm kind of liking it. I don't know that I'm going to use it all the time, but for this project I did find that it works the best. I'm also doing an open seam for one of the other projects we're working on. Forgive me, I can't remember which one it is now. But that does seem to be working really well. So we're going to try it again with this one. Yeah, it is a very pretty black. I don't know why it's like weird and turned like that. But see if I can fix that. That might be a little better. 500 for slots. Alright, iron is hot now, so let's go ahead and get these ironed up. It's going to take me a minute to get these seams open, ironed open. I like to iron everything open before I sew it together. That's just my preference. It's obviously not something that you have to do. I just like doing it because I feel like it's much easier for me to get things done that way. Let me grab my clapper. Oh. And just a quick update for you guys. I am still working on that flanged binding I was telling you guys about. I thought it was some type of top secret thing, but it turns out everybody's doing it. And I just was behind the 8 ball on it. I am working on it. Man, that takes so much longer. Holy smokes. Yesterday, and it could just be because I'm going slow at it to make sure that I'm doing it correctly. Yesterday, I got the 2 pieces, the 2 different colors sewn up together. And then I've got it pressed flat so that I can actually get it sewn onto the quilt. And I did get it sewn onto the back of the quilt, but I have not rolled it over yet. So I'm getting there. It's getting there. But I'm really liking the look of it. In this particular quilt, I think it really adds something extra to it. I was really having a hard time figuring out which fabric I wanted to use for the binding on this, and so I feel like that flange binding is really gonna break it up for me and make it much easier. So grab that real quick. Mona says, wow, everyone is winning. That's awesome. Usually that's not the case, so take your winnings while you can, because I'm sure it's short-lived. Take your winnings while you can. Lucas, you missed it, but Mona became a member of the channel. She joined our Thumbelina Club this morning, so thank you again to her for that. I lost, but still ahead, Sandra says. Alright, so there's the first one. Kathy says, I've won 6,000, but only have been awarded 1,000. Not sure what's happening there. Lucas will look into that for us. I don't know if you guys are interested in this or not, but it is one of my secret passions. The Daytona 500 runs this morning, today. There's a content creator that I actually follow that's going to be running in the race, which is kind of exciting. I'm going to try and catch a little bit of it before my live stream with Katie. We'll see. I think it starts at noon here. I could be wrong. I'm going to have to look. Linda says, yes, love NASCAR. It's one of my secret passions. Just ironing up these pieces real quick. Go. Where are we at? 35 minutes, but we had 20 minutes of conversation, so we might get a couple of these done. I'd really like to get 4 done. That's my goal. But I would be happy with 3 because it just means that we've gotten more done than before. So I don't think that's going to be a problem, though. It looks like we're moving along pretty quickly as it is. So this one. This one goes. No, this one goes this way. This one goes this way. There we go. That's a bummer. So I don't think that's going to be an issue. Lucas, I don't know if you caught it, but I was mentioning to everybody else earlier that I'm going to be live on Kathy's channel. I'm sorry, Katie's channel. Katie from Greenland Quilter. I'm going to be live on her channel later this afternoon about 3 o'clock Central. We're going to be, it's a very special live stream because we're going to be focusing on mental health. We're going to be working on some whips and UFOs, but we're going to be talking about it. We're going to be starting a conversation. Terry wants to know if Lucas cracked the case. He was working on a pretty tough case the last time we talked to him. He's been working on it for, I think, a couple weeks now. Oh, you did see the Facebook post about it. Okay, cool. Well, I wasn't sure. You know, you're busy with, you know, your pest problem. Terry says 3 p.m. is not a good time for her. No, it's no problem, Terry. There will always be a replay that you can catch later on. It's over on Terry's channel, so I don't need any moderators. I'm sure she has them on her own channel. It's the same, but at this point I've done all that I can do. Well, you know, sometimes it's out of your control, Lucas. Alright. This one goes... Nope, I had it right the first time. It goes this way. Last one, and then we can sew up the rows together, and then we are done with the block. Look how quickly it went together this time compared to last time. My gosh. My gosh. So much faster. I don't like doing things off camera. In case anyone else is working on the project with us, I like you guys to kind of see the whole process from start to finish. But sometimes it's necessary just for time savings, because otherwise we would be here. Like, we're already on episode 10 with this project. We would, at the rate we were going, at 2 blocks a live stream, and we only worked on it once a month, it would take us the rest of the year to finish the rest of the blocks. Like, crazy. Such a pretty block. I know, they're all pretty, Terry. And the thing I love about it, and I've said it like 5,000 times now, is that each fabric is showcased in each block, but in a different place. And that's why we took so much time to make this color chart that we did, that you guys keep seeing me reference, this little thumbnail color chart, because each block is different. And it's just so cool. It's so unique. I absolutely love it. I love everything about it. Hi Naomi, good morning. No, Mr. Wizard. He's down the hallway in his own sewing, in his own space, his own sewing room. No, his own space. Not this morning, no. He doesn't usually join me in the mornings. He's only been joining me in the evenings. I mean, he's welcome to. I've always told him he can join me whenever he wants. But he seems to have more, confidence in front of the camera in the afternoons. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what the reason is for that, but okay. Thimbles are flying today. That's awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear. Don't forget, you guys can redeem those thimbles in for prizes at any point in time. I mail out prizes once a month at the end of every month, but you can redeem them on every live stream. So it does not matter which live stream you redeem them on. You can do it on every single one. All right, let's go ahead and sew these rows up together. machine has been eating these lately. What did I do with it? There it goes. There we go. The one struggle that I am still kind of trying to work through when you have these open seams is nesting the seams. Because obviously they don't nest the same way that a seam that goes one direction and a seam that goes another nests up. So I'm still trying to figure that out. Come on. There we go. So there's one. Here's the next one. I mean, obviously I could use a pin through the seam just to make sure that everything lines up, but I try and avoid pins if I can because I just end up poking myself with them. It's more a thing for my own health and well-being than it is for a convenience thing. Because I just end up poking myself with it. You are pressing the seams open. Yes, Terry, I am pressing the seams open. Yes. On this particular block, yes, I am. Come on, Terry, break the 400 mark, she says. Hi, Gladys. Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope you are well. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend so far. Yes, I am pressing all the seams open. Which is why it takes me a couple of extra seconds to kind of press everything. Because pressing them open does take an extra minute or so. Kathy says, be right back. No problem, Kathy. Thanks for letting us know. All right. $2.99 skateboard. Sorry, that's not one of the prizes. Nancy is on the next floor heading to the penthouse. Oh boy. Terry is close to breaking 400. You would break something for sure. Alright, so there's the top half. Let's go ahead and press the seams open for the bottom half, and then we are done with our first block of the day. Which is exciting for me, because it did not take nearly as long. It says it says we've been live for 58 minutes, but it did not take us 58 minutes to put this block together. because we had a 10-minute countdown, and then I talked for a good 20 minutes to 20 to 30 minutes, so it did not take us 50 minutes to put this block together. She will need bubble wrap if you give her a skateboard. Ain't that the truth? Both of my girls have penny boards, which are like the little skinny skateboards. They had them when they were younger, and both of them, the rule was, I agreed to buy them the skateboards, but the rule was, if they broke anything, the penny boards went in the garbage can. And Tony got close. Tony got close. She ended up with a severely sprained ankle. But as we were at the doctor's office and they told her it was sprained, she looked right at me and she goes, "It's not broken." True, but I'm still not happy about it. I still had to pay a doctor's visit. Terry, my allergies have been going crazy lately. Yeah, for sure. Like, I keep questioning whether it's allergies or something else because they've just been awful. But as soon as I take allergy medicine, it's fine again. So I'm thinking it is just allergies. But yeah, mine have been awful lately. Of course, I'm in a completely different region than you. But yeah, mine have been awful. Brett says, I have a walker that have 4 wheels. Terry could use that. Seen first-time skaters use their grandma's walker at the pond. Yeah, there you go. To not ride her bike some days. Oh, jump off the bike or she'd use her feet? Oh, yeah. Yep. My sister, when she was little, she actually broke both of her arms. Both of her arms falling off of her bike. Yeah, she was a wild child. She was definitely wild. She broke her arm twice. The first time wasn't her fault. But yeah, the second time she broke both of her arms. Alright, let's move this over here so it's out of the way. Alright, last seam for putting this block together. Let's go ahead and get it sewn up together. The girls were not really super athletic, so I didn't have to worry too much about them hurting themselves when they were playing. I mean, they'd ride their bike, you know, but they weren't really allowed to ride their bike much further than the street other than to go around the block and things, so I wasn't too worried about it. And by the time they really got into riding their bikes, they were all in the process of getting driver's licenses and such, so the bike riding didn't last for very long. Ooh. New subscriber, Regina, hello, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for joining us. We truly appreciate it. Unfortunately, we do have something set up on the channel so that you're not able to participate in chat for an hour after you've subscribed. And that's unfortunately just to keep all the bots away. But we truly welcome you to the channel and thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you being here. Alright, let's go ahead and open up the seam. Everybody's welcoming Regina to the channel. I am truly sorry about the 1 hour time frame thing. It's just, we have had some issues with some bots recently, and so we had to put that in place. to try and combat that. So hopefully you understand and you're not too upset about it. Most people do. Most people get it. It's the only way we have found to combat them, unfortunately. Carrie, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for subscribing as well. Welcome back. Carrie is in our chat. The channel has been growing a little bit, guys. We've seen a handful of new subscribers here lately. And I always love making new friends. I mean, I know, you know, there's the whole subscriber thing that makes your channel more successful. And that's not what it's about for me. It's all about making new friends. For me, that's what this channel has always been about and always will be about. You know, the projects that we make, things like that, that's just an added bonus. That's just a bonus. The friends part of it is what's in it for me. Carrie says that is pretty fabric. Thank you very much, Carrie. This is Anne of Green Gables fabric. It was a couple years ago. I understand they have a new rendition of it coming out here soon. But yeah, this was the original. But that's what this channel is about, folks. It's about making friends and hanging out with friends and maybe making something fun in the process. That's not really the requirement. Because let's face it, we never actually get finished what we're going to get finished. And I forget which subscriber it was that recommended it to me, but I want to say maybe it was Judy. That is why I show up. Oh, well, Carrie, I am really glad for that. I truly am. Hi, Ann. Welcome to the channel as well. She says, hello from Virginia. Hello. It is so great to see you again. Welcome back. I forget which subscriber it was. I want to say it was Judy, but if it wasn't Judy, I apologize. One of you had mentioned that you make your own alphabetes. That's the little letters and numbers that you guys see here. You make your own from Shrinky Dinks. And so I bought the paper to make my own Shrinky Dinks. And so that's one of the things I'm going to be doing off camera. Although, if I'm going to make one, and if it works, then I might turn the camera on. Yes, it was you. Oh, good. My memory did serve me well then. Most of the time it's wrong. So I'm glad I was correct about that. But if it does work, I will turn the camera back on and I will record it again so that you guys can see it. Just because I feel like I'm going to screw something up. So that's what I'm going to be doing off camera between when this live stream ends and when I join Katie over on her channel at 3 p.m. Central Time. So there you guys go. You got another black done. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one now. So now we got one done. We need to get 2 more done in order to make my goal. I think we can do that. I think we can get 2 more done. I hope. We'll see. All right. Let me go ahead and lay these out. I'm going to set these over here like this. So 10 is done. Let me just mark it off on my sheet here. Number 10 is done. Now it's time for number 9. We're going to go back to number 9. Oops, because we found our other piece. Which I figured we would. I figured it had just gotten mixed in with something else. So let's go ahead and lay these out now. Alright. Where am I? I need more space. That's what I need. Okay. So this one. And this one. Can you see that okay? For some reason this thing keeps turning on me. There we go. And then this one. And this one. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Like that. Okay. 1 and 3. 1 and 3. 2 and 3. 2 and 3. I always do this. I always start out too low. here like that. All right, 6 and 4. That's 6 and 4. Not these, it's this one here. 6 and 4. Okay, 6 and 4. 6 and 4. Now these are all half square triangles. That's the fun part, is this is all half square triangles. 4 and 5. 4 and 5. Like that. Okay, and then these are 6 and 5. So 6 and 5. 5 and 6. 5 and 6. 5 and 6. Okay. Awesome. So let's go ahead and get these sewn up together. What did I miss? Sorry, I think I missed something. Got to get my sweater, so I went to the kitchen, got a drink of water, cleaned a dish, came back without my sweater. Yep, totally been there, yep. Yep, totally been there. Hi, Kathy, welcome back. I'm sure you came back a little while ago and I missed you, so I apologize for that. Yep, I see now. It says, I'm back. Hello. Welcome back. Sorry about that. So yeah, I'm excited about the Shrinky-Ding thing. I'm excited to see if it works. We'll have to wait and see. I can't tell you the last time I made Shrinky-Dings. I don't even think I made them when the kids were little, to be honest, if I'm being honest. I don't even think that was something the kids and I did together. I know they did them once before, but I don't think that it was with me. I think it was with their aunt. I had my ex-husband's aunt was retired. She had retired early from her job, and so she was actually our sitter for the girls when they were little. I was really super grateful. She saved me so much money. Oh my gosh, so much. And she did a lot of fun things with the girls. They went on a lot of day trips, and they did a lot of crafts and activities, and she did a fantastic job with them. Excuse me. It was like a daycare. I mean, she really was basically running a daycare for them, and she was watching a bunch of other kids too, so they got to be socialized with other kids, and she had a pool at her complex, so they would go swimming, and they had a really great time, and it was really nice. I was really grateful to her until the girls started school. Once they started school, then we had to do something different because she lived further away. Terry says she did Shrinky-Dinks with her girls. I did clay with mine. The girls did clay art. It doesn't shrink, but it does harden. So we did that. But no Shrinky-Dinks. Shrinky-Dinks was not our thing. Not for any reason, it just wasn't something that we ever got to. So I'm going to give that a go. I'm trying to make some more alphabetties because I seem to be running out. And I'd like to make more of them to have in my stash because I use them a lot. And it was rather inexpensive. The sheets were rather inexpensive. I think I got 12 sheets for $9, and each sheet will probably give me, they'll probably give me a whole set of Shrinky-Dinks. So the way I look at it, excuse me, the alphabetty set was like $3 something a piece. And I got, a whole sheet to make my own for like less than $1. So I think that's a pretty good deal, if I do say so myself. There's that one. That one. That one. 5 and 6. This way. Had it right the first time. Don wants to know how the weather is in Illinois. The weather is okay. It is, it's like, upper 20s right now. Sorry, give me a second. Upper 20s right now. It's been snowing all week long. We've gotten a total of, I don't know, like 3 or 4 inches. But, you know, I say it's been snowing all week long, but it really hasn't snowed, like, a lot. Just enough to, like, muck up the roads, you know? Just enough to be annoying. And, Mr. Wizard had to shovel a couple times, but there wasn't even enough to really pull the snowblower out. And we really haven't gotten any snow this whole season. There really has not been a whole lot of snow this season. We usually get a significant snowstorm in February. That's usually just kind of the way things go. This one, I wouldn't consider this one significant by any means. But we really haven't gotten a lot of snow this year, which is kind of disappointing because I enjoy the snow. I'm not a big fan of driving in it. You know, that's kind of the necessary evil of it. But I enjoy looking at it. I can't stand it when it melts because then it turns muddy. But wooden clothespins for alphabetties? Yeah, that would work too. Yeah, that could be fun too. I like using my wonder clips, my binding clips, if you will. So that's why the alphabetties work really nice for me. But I can see where the clothespins would work as well. You can make those pretty easily, I think. Just write the letters on them with a marker or something, paint marker or something. But yeah, that's definitely a good idea. Alright, so let's go ahead and lay these out just to make sure that I've got my orientations correctly. And then we'll get them ironed up. There we go. There's the next one. Let me go ahead and get these ironed up. I am ironing the seams open. I think I mentioned that a few times now. Which is a little bit of a challenge for me. It's not something that I normally do, so it always takes me an extra minute or two to do it. If that's something you're used to doing, then I'm sure it doesn't take you nearly as long to do it as me, but there is a cool breeze in here, and I don't know where it's coming from. Like, I'm sure you guys can hear my, Hi, Melanie. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute. Terry says, bam, I did it. Awesome, Terry. And she's talking about reaching the 400,000 symbols mark. Congratulations. I'm assuming that you're ahead of Lucas again. Yeah. Oh, wow. You really surpassed him. Holy smokes. You're almost 10,000 thimble higher than he is. Lucas, you need to catch up. Excuse me. All right. My goal is to have at least one more of these blocks done before the end of our live stream. So we are going to do it. I think we're going to get more than that done. Like, I think these are going a little bit faster. I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I'd love to get at least 4 done. But I'm willing to succeed with just 3. And I say that because when we've been working on these before, it was we were only getting 2 done in a stream, and that's because, oh my god, the camera reset again. It's so annoying. We were only getting 2 done at a time because we were doing all the half square triangles and trimming everything up, and it was just taking forever. So off camera, I went ahead and I took that task out of the equation. So annoying. I don't know why it keeps doing this. I wonder if I lock it, if that will help. Give me a second. It's so annoying. Like, why do you keep doing that? I'll try locking it. See if that works. See if that works. Where was I? Oh, and so we were doing all of those steps, and it was taking us forever to get them done on camera. So I went ahead and did them off camera. So I did all the half square triangles. I trimmed them all up. I sliced them all. I ironed them open. I trimmed them all up, and now here we are. Sandra says, I will stay in the basement, afraid of heights. That would be awesome, Terry. Yeah, if that were subscribers. Yeah, and you know what? We will get there one day. We will get to 400,000 subscribers someday. I am confident that we will someday. It might be, you know, the year before I retire, but you know, we'll get there. It'll be fine. We're not in any hurry. I love the rate of growth that this channel sees. It's very manageable, and that's my biggest fear. Is I don't want the channel to grow too quickly. Because I feel like I'm going to lose the ability to manage it. And I love the fact that it is small enough that I can be one-on-one with you guys. I have the ability to be able to answer comments in our videos and emails when you guys send them to me, and even participate in chat and things like that. And I have the ability to do that because this channel is smaller. The bigger the channel gets, the more people that get involved, the more difficult it is to do those types of things. So I'm happy with the size of the channel, but I always want to meet new and make new friends. So that's kind of how I look at a subscriber as a new friend, not necessarily anything that's going to grow the channel or make it better or anything like that. Even though we do have goals. I mean, we set goals, and this is just so that we can do really big giveaways. This is why we set these goals. It's not because, you know, I necessarily want to make any money or do anything fun on the channel. I just set these goals so that I can do really, really big giveaways. That's why I set them. But that is why I do what I do on this channel, is, you know, to make friends. That's why I started it. That's why I continue it. That's why I'm here every week. It's just to hang out with you guys and make new friends. Mona says she's done cleaning the floors. Mona, that is awesome. Can you come over here and do mine now? Mine could surely use it. Now that you're done with yours, you want to come over here and do mine for me? I'm sure you're better at it than I am. Because you're cleaning your floors. That right there is better than me. Because I need to, and I just haven't done it. Oh, Anne, thank you so much. You called me sweet. That's so kind of you. It was funny. I actually got a subscriber, and I don't know if they're watching right now. If they are, hello. A subscriber reached out to me on our very, very first live stream. They left a comment on our very, very first live stream. It was really kind of them. I unfortunately do not remember their name. I apologize for that. I have a horrible memory when it comes to stuff like that. But they reached out and they said, you know, cleaning. I was thinking about cleaning my floors. Does that count? Yes, Jerry, I believe it does, because I think about cleaning mine all the time. All the time. But they reached out to me via a comment on one of our very, very first live streams. It was like 3 years ago. And they said that they congratulated me on my first live stream, and they were really excited for me, and I thought that was so kind of them. And so I made sure to invite them to our current live stream, so hopefully they're here. If not, that's okay too. Hopefully they'll be able to catch the replay. But that kind of forced me to like look at it again, and I was just like, wow, I cannot believe how much growth we have seen on this channel just with regards to like my abilities, you know. Judy, I 100% agree with you. She says she was thinking about doing a load of laundry, and she considers that an accomplishment. I have to agree with you. Take the win. Simona says yes, that counts. See, yeah, thinking about it is the same. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Because just think, if we were in the future, you know, and everything was run by robots, you know, just thinking about it would make it happen. So, I take that as a win. Uh-oh, what did Fern lose? I missed it. Somebody said to go get a magnet. What did she lose? I missed it. We win because we're making good choices. There you go, Terry. Absolutely. 100%. Mona says, I am washing through rugs, but I doubt it will make it. I will make it to do laundry. Mr. Wizard does our laundry. I'm really grateful to him. If I'm being honest, he is way more of a housewife than I am. If I'm being perfectly honest. He does a lot more of the cleaning. He does a lot more of the laundry. It's awesome. I'll do all the cooking. Like, well, every once in a while I'd like a break. But I do, for the most part, I do all the cooking. But he does the majority of the cleaning around the house. Sylvia, I had one of those at one point in time, especially when the girls were little. She says she has a schedule for every day for cleaning, and she sticks to it, and then that way there's no need to worry about other days. I did that. Hi, Denise. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for being here. I did that when the kids were younger because, you know, you forget so many things, and there's just so much going on with after-school activities and everything else. So I did that when the kids were younger. I have to be honest and say I don't do it so much anymore. Now I basically just clean it when it needs it, which is probably why my house is a disaster half the time. But like I said, Mr. Wizard does the majority of the cleaning around the house, so, and he does a lot of it, like, between the time that I'm on my way home and I'm not home yet, so, like, you know, dinner's not ready or anything like that, so he has the time then, so that's usually when he does those things. And I'm grateful to him for that. Ooh, a lost needle. Yeah, definitely look for a magnet there. Yeah, a magnet will definitely help with that. Are you anywhere near the tunnel that had a big accident a couple of days ago? Denise, I apologize. I don't know where that tunnel was at. I didn't hear about that, so I have to say no, that I'm not close to it. I'm trying to think, are there any tunnels? No, tunnels are going to be more downtown. I don't think I was not near any of those. Do you know specifically? Oh, near Casper. No, that's much further south. No. I'm much further north. But thank you for asking. But no, that's not near me, no. I didn't even hear anything about that. I'm gonna have to look at that now when I get off streaming. Look into that. Alright, our pieces are now ironed up together, so we're gonna go ahead and sew up our rows. Let's go ahead and get that done. Set this off to the side here a little bit. Fern says she's gone over everywhere she was sitting. You know, needles are funny like that, Fern. So they have a tendency to kind of roam. You know what the best way to find it is? Take your socks off. It's the fastest way to find one. It's not the smartest way to find one, but it is definitely the fastest way to find it. Yeah, magnet definitely helps. I've had to go over with like a... I've had to just kind of go over everything before with a magnet to try and find it. One. Gary says that's how I find most of my needles. With taking your socks off. that's how I find all of mine. Yeah, that's how I find all of them. Especially when we were in the other room and we had the carpet. Now we don't have carpet. We have the laminate flooring, so it does make things much easier to find. But yeah, when we were in the other room with the carpet, that's the fastest way to find it, was just take my socks off. Yeah. Of course I don't recommend it. I don't want you to get hurt, but... Lived in Cheyenne for a year in 1972. Only thing I remember about Wyoming is cowboy days. Husband was stationed at, forgive me, F.E. Warren Air Force Base. Oh, that's exciting. I have lived in this area most of my life. I've always lived in Illinois. That's never moved out of Illinois. I did live a little bit closer to the city when I was growing up. I was only about 30 to 45 minutes away. Now I'm a couple hours from the city now. I say the city of Chicago. Every town has a city, but has a downtown area. But no, I'm talking the city of Chicago. I'm probably a couple hours from it now. We really don't go downtown that often. We've been down there for, concerts and games and, sports games, things like that. But for the most part, we really don't go downtown. Only on a regular basis, that's for sure. Just for a second. Bye, Mona. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. We really appreciate you being here. Fern says, I keep a magnet in my sewing box. Not my first lost needle. No, you learn real quick. Yeah, keep them in there. No. My granddaughter tell her cousins, always wear shoes in grandma's sewing room. A pretty smart leader. There you go, Ann. Yep, there you go. Yep, good call. Melanie says Harbor Freight has a metal magnet that's big so you can find needles. Oh, that's really cool. You know what I have? My aunt bought me this, and I think it's really cool. I don't know that it works real well for what you're looking for, but she bought me one of these. It's a magnet and it's a light. Got a little light on it. I don't know if you guys can see the light. It's got a little light on it. And it's a magnet, and then, but it's telescopic. So, like, I can pick stuff off the floor without having to get down on the floor. But it is pretty small. It's not very big. It's a pretty small magnet. But I keep it right here next to my sewing stuff so that if I ever need it, it's right there. But she got me that for Christmas one year. I thought that was just the coolest gift. Really, really handy. But that's a pretty small magnet. You probably want something a little bit bigger. I do have my magnetic pin cushion that I use a lot too. I just kind of go over the area. Fern says that's what I have, Danny. Oh, there you go. But I also have a magnetic pin cushion. I think that works a little bit better when you've dropped a pin and you don't know the exact location. Found it! Oh, it sunk into my pin cushion. That's awesome. Well, we're glad that you found it. No injuries today. That's awesome. Glad to hear that you found it. But yeah, I also have, you guys have seen it before, but my magnetic pin cushion. And this one I'll use to just kind of, especially when I drop a box of pins or something, I can just kind of swirl it around and scoop them all up. In fact, I just reset, you guys might have seen this before, and usually I had yellow and orange pins on here, and I just reset it to these new ones because those pins are all getting dull, and I found a box of them for in my stash here. So I dumped those and put new ones in here. Joy says, Denise, I've lived in Wyoming most of my life. I've never gone to the Frontier Days in Cheyenne. Oh, Carrie, that's a good idea too. She says, I put the Harbor Freight magnet on my wall to make it easier to layer my quilts to baste. That's a good idea too. Magnets are awesome. They are such a universal tool. They're not just for your refrigerator. They are not just for the fridge. Working in the automotive industry, Mr. Wizard used to use magnets all the time to pick up stuff. He does not work in the automotive industry anymore, but he used to. He was a car mechanic for 35 years. And he does not regret getting out of the industry. He is so much happier. Harbor Freight has a lot of really neat tools. That's why whenever Mr. Wizard says he's got to go over there to get something for his job, because he does still do a lot of machine tool, or he does need a lot of hand tools and stuff for his job. So he goes over there a lot. So every time he goes over there, I kind of want to tag along with him just to see what's there. See if there's anything I can use. Because they're inexpensive tools, but they're not cheap tools. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not their name brand Snap-on tools, for that kind of stuff. But for what we need them for here in our quilting room, and for what Mr. Wizard needs them for, usually at home, for a home application, they work just fine, and they're really inexpensive. He does have a whole toolbox of Snap-on, though. Like, we have, one of those big, huge ones in their garage. Back from when he was, what he calls turning wrenches. That's how he refers to it, when I was turning wrenches. The job he has now, he still turns wrenches. So. It's okay. Alright, let me go ahead and grab this. Alright, so there, we just need to put these two halves together. And then we will have made another, successful block. Yes. Sweet. But yes, a good magnet is definitely a tool that every quilter should have in their arsenal. At least one, if not more. What are some other tools that you guys can think of that are really good tools to have in your arsenal? And I'm not talking like your typical sewing tools either. Let's talk about the things that are kind of outside the box a little bit. Like me, I have lint rollers. I always have a lint roller. Like, I'm always lint rolling my mats and things like that. So that's one of the ones that I would definitely recommend people have. A magnet is a good one. I have a lot of snap top clear plastic containers. Hi, Naomi. Like these, where the lids snap on. I have a lot of those to hold all of my little things. I have a lot of those in here. What else can you guys think of? Clamps are a really good one. Have you guys used any clamps lately? I know you guys have seen me pull them out before. The little black ones. They're basically wood clamps or metal clamps. Those work really nicely too. I've got a couple of them here. I can show you these. I use those a lot for things, various things. Sandra says, I use the magnetic toolbar on my long arm. There you go. Hi, Patricia. Oh, Ann, thank you so much for that $5 super chat. That is so kind of you. Everyone, throw some hearts up in chat for Ann. That is so kind. Thank you very much for that. I truly appreciate that. That was very, very kind of you. Thank you. She distracted me. Throw some hearts in chat for Ann. Thank you very much for that. Patricia, I don't think I said hello to you when you came in, so good morning. Welcome to the channel. What did she say? And Ann's gonna go long arms. She says she can't watch the chat. No problem, Ann. We appreciate it. A zippy ripper. It does not cut the fabric and can seam rip right down the seam. What is a zippy ripper? Ooh, Linda, I need to know more about that. Is that a sewing tool, or is that something that you would normally use for something else? What do you call? What is that? You know, I saw somebody using a letter opener, like a letter slicer. You know what I'm talking about? I've seen somebody using one of those to rip their seams before. Is that what you're talking about? One of those? Measuring tape. Yes, measuring tape. I have plenty of those. Denise says, I never knew you can click on the like on the super chat. Oh. I did not know that either. It's something new. Teresa says, I stole my hubby's clamps. That's where the black ones came from. Yeah, the black ones came from the same place. I borrowed them from Mr. Wizard, and I never gave them back. I borrowed them. Painter's tape for quilting. Yeah, that's another good one. Yeah, painter's tape is awesome for a lot of things. Such a versatile tool. Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about. She says they have one for sewing, but that works really well. It's like a man's electric razor. I think I know what you're talking about, yeah. Metal measuring stick. I have one. I have a yardstick. It's tucked back there, but I do have one of those, yes. Mini office binder clips instead of pins. Brat46, that is an excellent one. Yes, I do have those as well. You know, you guys are reminding me of all the things I have. Okay, here's our second block. Let's go ahead and get our third one done. We want to get at least 3, hopefully 4 done today. We'll probably only get one more done. We'll see. Candy, Terry. 100%. That is a quilter's secret weapon right there, is candy. 100%. Yes. Now, honestly, I don't actually keep candy in my sewing room. I know, it's like a cardinal sin. I know. But I don't really eat a lot of candy, if I'm being honest. Like, I'm not a huge chocolate person. Like, don't get me wrong, I love chocolate, but I'm just not a huge chocolate person. Like, I'll eat it, but it takes me a long time to eat it. Like, ask my kids about the white chocolate bunny. They'll tell you. I had a white chocolate bunny that sat in our refrigerator for probably 20 years. Hang on. This is 5. This is 4 and 5. Okay, 4 and 5. This is 5 and 6. This is not for this block. This one is 3 and 5. What am I doing here? Something is not right. I'm looking at this and nothing is matching up. Hang on. So this one is 3. This one's not even in this block. I don't understand what's happening right now. Hang on. That one's 3, that one's 1. Okay, so that one goes here. This one is supposed to be 1 and 2. Oh, okay. It looks like I had to switch out a fabric. Okay. I'm like, what is happening here, people? Okay, so that's 1 and 2. Okay. This one is 2 and 3, right? Because 3 is this one. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it looks like I had to switch out a fabric. Okay, 2 and 3. This is not right. It's this way. There we go. Now it's starting to make more sense. I'm like, where did these fabrics come from? That's why I was so confused. Okay. 4 and 5 are these two here. So this was 4. This is 4. 6 and 4. It's here. 6 and 4. Here. I always lay out the pieces first, and of course I did it wrong again. Somebody needs to remind me. Start up higher. Okay, now we have 5 and 6. 6 is this one. There we go. There we go. Ooh, I like that. White right there. It looks really nice. Let's see. What did I miss in chat? Nancy, looks like Denise says driving, listening only. No problem, Denise. Both hands on the wheel. Be careful. Joyce says, so is mine, Nancy. Oh, my luck has soured. Oh, yeah. Sorry. So I told you guys take advantage of it while you could, because you know that bot. He doesn't like it when people win. That's for sure. What is everybody working on today? Anybody working on anything fun? Anything different? Just a reminder, we do have our block party video on block party live stream on Thursday. We'll be making our February block. It is called Heartfelt. It is number, I have it written down here, 556. It's on page 285 of the 1,000 Blocks book that we're working through. I say working through like we're going to make every block. We are not making every block. We're only making a handful of them. Next month, for March, we will be doing our first paper piecing project. So that one, you will need to print up the paper pieces and prep those and get those ready to go. But this month, we're going to be working on just a traditional block. Make sure that you cut enough pieces to make 2 blocks. I have got my pieces all cut up except for the portion of it where we need to cut some triangles. I have not cut those yet. Everything is still in squares. But I got all of that all set up. You can't really see it because it's underneath this bin. But I have all fabric cut up for that. So we will be doing that on Thursday. Live stream starts at 7:30 p.m. Central Time right here. Hopefully I am having a better week on Thursday than I was this past week when we had a live stream with Lucas. Thank you to everybody that joined us on Wednesday for that. was still a lot of fun. I was just having a really bad week. Wednesday did make things a little better. The live stream did make things a little bit better, hanging out with you guys and spending time with you. But unfortunately, it didn't really. As soon as I got back to work on Thursday morning, it was kind of the same thing. My entire team was out sick with a cold, so it was just me in the office. They were able to do some things from home to kind of help out, so I wasn't doing the full job of 3 people, but it was still enough. Nancy says, see, when you complain, your luck changes. Carrie says she can't decide what she wants to work on, so she's playing with her scraps. I get that. I can understand that. I can completely understand that. Naomi says, same, still hand stitching bridal lace appliques on an ivory Levi jacket. Oh my goodness. Are those for someone specific or for yourself? Or are you going to sell those at a craft show? Or they sound beautiful. Like I can't even imagine what they actually look like, but I'm sure they sound beautiful. Alright, let's see what we got here. 5 and 6. Need to make sure that 6 fabric is up. Number 6. Okay. Like that. Perfect. Alright. 6 and 4. Like that. Teresa says, you need to email me that one if you don't mind. Oh, the one for March? Of course, I'm happy to. Which reminds me, for those of you who have the book that are doing our block party videos and do not have access to a CD drive with your computer, I'm happy to email you the pieces that you need for the block, as long as you are able to prove that you own the book. Because I'm not going to distribute copywritten pieces unless I know that you own the book and it's just a matter. So I trust you guys. I do. I just, just trying to make sure that I'm being respectful of the creators. So if you can email me a picture of the book, you holding a picture of the book or what have you, I'm happy to help out with sending those pieces if you need me to. Teresa sent me her proof earlier with another block when she was putting all the other blocks together before to catch up. So I'm happy to email that to her. Teresa, if you wouldn't mind terribly sending me an email to remind me of that, because unfortunately with as many things as I've got going on over the next couple of days, I am terrified I will forget. So if you could just email me just say, can you send me the file for March's block? I will take care of that for you. What book are you talking about? Hi Regina, welcome. She got through. She got through. Yay. We are talking about the Quilt Maker's 1,000 Blocks book. It's over here. It's tucked away here. Let me show it to you. Once a month, we meet on a Thursday evening, and we put together blocks from the book. It's a kind of a sew-along. If you guys want to sew along with me, you can. You can get the book on Amazon. Let me show you. Got all this stuff piled up on top of it. Ooh. Here is the book. It is called the 1,000 Blocks book by Quilt Makers. Make sure it's the Quilt Makers version because there are a bunch of them out there. Make sure it's the Quilt Makers version. We have a whole series on the channel. There's a playlist on it that says Block Party. We are on our second block for this year, but we did make 4 blocks a couple of years ago when the series first started, and then it kind of went on a hiatus for a little while. So you don't necessarily need to make those 4 blocks if you don't want to. But you will want to catch up to make the January block so that you can keep up with us. We're making two of the same size block for all 12 months. So we'll end up with 24 blocks at the end of the year to put a quilt together. The idea here is to use your scraps. Make it scrappy. It doesn't necessarily have to match. You don't have to go out and buy any special fabric for it. The idea here is that we're utilizing our scraps. So if that's something you're interested in, you are welcome to join us. It's not a Zoom thing. It's not like you join us on Zoom. You just join us on a live stream. But we're having a lot of fun with it. Every month I post a new video or a new preview of what block we're working on. Last month we worked on a block called, forgive me, I think it was called Infinity. Yes, it was called Infinity. I have it sitting over there. And then this month we're working on one called Heartfelt. So I am trying to choose blocks that are based on the holidays that are around in that month. But use your scraps. Don't go out and buy new special fabric for it or anything like that. The idea is that it's supposed to be scrappy. In fact, the fabrics don't even necessarily need to match each other. The blocks don't even need to match. Like I've got blocks that are all over the place. And that's kind of the whole point of it, is just to use up your scraps. Use what you've got in hand. Don't go out and buy anything special. Excuse me. We will be doing a mix of different types of sewing. We've done piecing this month and last month. We'll be doing piecing. For March, we will be doing a little bit of paper piecing. So if that's something that you've never done before, it'll be a little bit of fun. I am going to be using my add a quarter ruler for paper piecing. You do not have to do that. You do not need a special ruler to do this. And I'm probably going to be doing it both ways, so you guys can see how we do it both ways. My iron turned off, which gives me a good opportunity to get a drink. But welcome again to the channel. I'm so glad that the hour is up for you, so you're able to actually participate in chat now. Lucas, if you're still online. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Excuse me again. Sorry about that. Lucas, if you're online, if you could throw Regina a handful of thimbles so that she has something to play with, that'd be great. Bye, Sylvia. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Don't forget to come back onto Katie's channel this afternoon, 3 o'clock. Central. We're going to be talking about mental health. We're going to be talking about ways to be resilient with regards to your mental health. Nancy, bless you. Thank you, Nancy. Lucas, you might have to go in and do it through the... Looks like it's not working. Yeah, thank you. Silly allergies. See, Terry, you're not the only one with the allergies today. Ugh. Of course, once you sneeze, then it's over with, because now, like, the allergies just keep going. Regina, if you don't mind me asking you, I hate to put you on the spot, but if you don't mind me asking me, how did you find us? Did you find us through YouTube? Did you find us through Facebook? I just like to know, because then I kind of understand, like, how we're reaching more friends. Most people said that they found me either through Cot Cuts or through Facebook or YouTube. So. My allergies today feel like I have the flu. It is horrible and out of control. Well, Terry, hopefully you don't have the flu, because I know a lot of people that have it right now. know a lot of people that actually have the flu right now. So, YouTube. Oh, gotcha. Okay, cool. Thank you. I just like to know, that way it, you know, it helps out. So. Well, I am so glad that you found us, and hopefully, obviously you like what you see if you've subscribed and you're joining the chat. So thank you. Thanks for hanging out with us. Terry says, Cotton Cuts shipped her kit on Friday. That's awesome. My aunt has been stalking the Cotton Cuts website to find out when hers is shipping. She is so excited about this next round. I am really excited for her, and I'm like, I'm just as have just as much anticipation about it as she does, because she's just so excited about it. Her and my mom are going to be doing them together. I am not doing the next Cotton Cuts colorway. We are working on that Norfolk one. So if she's doing flamingo, it shipped. Oh well, that's exciting. I think that's the colorway she's doing. Yeah. All right. Get these ironed up and sewn up together, and then we will have officially reached our goal. We're gonna hang out. Usually our live streams on Sundays end about 12:30, but we'll hang out for just a couple extra minutes to get this block going, and then we will have officially gotten more blocks done this time than before. It's only 3, but one more. It's one more than it was before. So, Regina, yes, the book does come with a CD. It is in the back of the book, so you do need a CD reader. If you want to pull the pieces out. But like I said, if you don't have access to one, but you would, I am happy to send you the individual file via email for the block that we are working on. I'm not going to send you the whole CD, just the individual file. All I ask is that you prove to me that you have the book in some way, shape, or form. And that's through email. That's just personal between you and me. You don't have to post anything anybody else. But just a picture of yourself holding the book is sufficient enough. And that's just because I don't want to be distributing copywritten materials. You know, as a content creator, I want to respect other people's creative rights and their copyrights, and so I don't want to be distributing copywritten materials. Now, of course, you know, if I was giving you the book, that's a completely different conversation. Things like that. So if you don't have access to a CD drive for your computer, that's okay. As long as you have a copy of the book, I'm happy to send you the files that we are working in. Oh, they're all used. Okay. If you go into the Block Party video preview for this, for the next video, for Thursday's video, I did put a link in the description of that video to the book that I found on Amazon. I'm not sure if it will be a new copy or a used copy or not. But even if it doesn't come with the CD, like I said, I'm happy to share with you the blocks that we're working on. Terry, that is an excellent point. You can ask the seller before you purchase. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's called Quilt Maker's 1000 Blocks book. It is a little bit of an older book, but I know it is still available. I have seen it still available, so we're working through that. Once a month on a Thursday evening live stream, we work on that. Regina, you can also join us on Facebook. We have, and this is a reminder to everybody, we have our own Facebook group on Facebook for this channel, where we post pictures of the projects that we're working on, and we share tips and tricks over there, so if Facebook is your thing. Danny, aren't they in blocks you are doing in the building blocks boxes too? Aren't they in blocks you are doing in the building block boxes too? Joyce, I'm sorry. I don't know what the building block boxes are. They might be. No problem, Kathy. I appreciate you being here. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. Tell your sister we said hello. Judy, Joyce, I'm sorry. I'm not sure I'm understanding the question. I'm not following. You said the building block boxes. I don't know. I'm sorry. I know that most of the blocks we're making are pretty traditional blocks. They're not really anything super fancy. They may be called something different, but they're really not fancy blocks. You could probably do a YouTube or a Google search for them and find them as well. I'm not even sure that the names of them are the exact things. Just a reminder for those of you, as Kathy's getting ready to take off, I'm sorry I didn't mention it earlier, but Kathy, both of my moderators, Kathy and Terry, both have their own channels as well. So if you haven't already, please consider going over there and subscribing to their channels. Kathy does live streams on her channel 2 or 3 times a week. And I love her live streams because they're like little mini quilt retreats. Because she always has a bunch of friends on with her on the Zoom call, and it's just so much fun. I love catching her. I do watch a lot of her stuff off camera or out of chat, replays. A lot of fun there. Terry's channel is also awesome. She's doing a fantastic job. I've been living vicariously through her. She just bought a mini quilt frame, and so she's been trying to figure out how to use it and what machines work best. So I've been living vicariously through her. Maybe someday I'll end up with my own quilt frame too. But for right now, I'm really enjoying watching her journey and kind of following along with her on it. Terry, I meant to ask you, I just got an email recently from So Personal, I think it's called. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I can't remember the name of the group at this particular moment, but they collect purses for the underprivileged youth. I will get the words out, I swear. I know that you do dresses for one of the groups. You had sent me that link for before. But I thought the purses was a neat thing. I wasn't sure if that's something that you also do. So powerful. Thank you. I knew you knew what I was talking about. Because I know you do a lot of charity work. And I think that's amazing. I looked into that a little bit because I told you guys before this year I wanted to make a bag. Whether that be a bag or a purse or what have you. I really wanted to make one. I know I have all the materials here to do it. I just actually have to do it. So I thought about doing one of those. I thought one of those bags might be fun. And then that way I could also donate it. Oh, you have videos of making those purses on your channel. Well, I might be going to watch that then. Because I would really like to learn how to do that. Thank you, Sandra, for throwing up the link for Terry's channel up there. So if you guys are not already a follower, make sure you go check those out. Purses are much easier to gift. However, I'm making dresses. Well, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And I think I have the pattern on how to make the dresses. I've just never made one before. So maybe that's something that I will get into. But I definitely want to look into the purses because I feel like that could be fun. And I love the idea of excuse me, sorry, re-gifting it, of donating it. That's really exciting. I'm actually, I'm kind of hoping to be working on something a little bit, with regards to donating here soon. I was contacted recently about a program, and we'll see how that goes. I don't want to say too much about it until we know more, but I was kind of a little excited about being asked about it, so. Wow, 12 purses already. My goodness, Terry, you are on a roll. Lucas is just reminding everybody that most everybody that's in our channel, in our chat right now especially, have their own content, are content creators. They have their own channels. So you can get links to their, to them as well. Lucas is happy to help you. For the most part, if you do exclamation point and then their first name, it usually shows up in chat. It'll usually give them a link to their channel. We have a bunch of them available. We like to support other channels here as much as we can. There is plenty of room on Facebook for all of us. All right, let me grab a sip of drink here because this thing is still stuck in my throat for whatever reason. There you go, Lucas. There's a list of all of our content creators. Terry, that is kind of what I'm looking for. With all of these really big projects that we're going to be working on here and that we've started and we're working on, I need an easy win. Basically, I need to boost up my confidence a little bit with an easy win project, something that I can do in a weekend that'll make me feel good. And so that's exactly why I wanted to try this purse project, for that exact reason. So I'm really excited about that. I'm going to have to look into it a little bit more. Probably not something that's going to happen. It won't happen in February, I can tell you that for sure. I might be able to sneak it into March. We'll see how things go. We'll see. But yeah, it's definitely something that I'm looking at. Joyce says, I do not have a channel. I just subscribe to all these wonderful content creators. Well, Joyce, we are happy to have you. We are happy to have you. Alright, half of it is done now. Start with the beginner pattern. Oh yeah, no, for sure. I noticed there were a handful of patterns on their website, and I'm definitely going to start at the beginner. As the name of the channel indicates, I am not an expert. So I will start at the beginning, yes, for sure. But I'm glad to know that you have some videos on your channel that'll really help me out. And of course, if I have questions, I'm sure you're happy to help if I reach out to you. So thank you for that. Who says? Carrie says, same here. No problem, Carrie. We are happy to have you. We are grateful. Not just happy, we are grateful. Alright. This one here. Oh, Joyce, trust me, it goes both ways. She says she learns a lot from our content creators. Trust me, it goes both ways. I have learned so much from you guys. So much. You know what? I want to sew these up together real quick. I'm going to sew these two pieces together and then we'll iron everything up. Yeah, I have learned so much from our community. And all of our other content creator friends. So much. Keeps flipping. That is right, Terry. Keep your mind open to suggestions always. There is always room for improvement. I had a professor once in college, which I didn't really agree with it at the time, but I kind of understand it as well now. At the time, he would not grant anyone 100% on any paper or project that you worked on. And the highest grade you could get was a 99.9. That way, you know, the 0.9 made it so that it would still round up to 100 and it wouldn't affect your GPA at all. But the reasoning he said that no one ever got 100% is because there's always room for improvement. No one is perfect, and that there is always room for improvement. And I agree with that. I feel like there's always a way to improve. Yes, Sandra, that is 100% true. We learn from everyone else's mistakes. Yes, I preach that a lot here on this channel. I try out things so that you guys can learn from my mistakes. I preach that a lot. A lot here on this channel. If you're looking for perfection, this is not the channel for you. This is most definitely not the channel for you. We're running just a few minutes over, but I'm just pressing up our last block for our stream today. I just want to get it pressed up so you guys can see it. We'll run just a few minutes late. And I'll remind you all again that I will be back on live stream, not on our channel, but on Katie, from Katie of Greenland Quilters channel. Later this afternoon, 3 o'clock p.m. Central Time, for a very special live stream. We want to start a conversation. You know, it's not necessarily start a project, it's more start a conversation. Excuse me. Wow. Carrie. I like that, Carrie. That's funny. She says, I'm a recovering perfectionist. Oh, Joy, Judy, thank you for that. Very kind. That is a very kind statement to say. I appreciate that. You know, I gotta tell you, these clapper things, I thought they were a big bunch of hoopla, but they actually do the trick. Like, they actually really work. They really make the seam lay flat, especially when you've got challenging seams with like these that have all these different layers to them. They really do help. They really, really do. I thought it was a bunch of hoopla, but it is a legitimate thing. It does actually work. Dawn, I don't know if you're still here or not, but if you are, I'd love to know how your injury is going. I hope it's all healed up. She had fallen and broke her ankle or broke her foot. Some type of foot injury of some kind. Oh, a piece of granite. Oh, you know, I never even thought about that, Terry. I bet that would work well, too. Terry, where does one get a piece of granite? Is it like an old cutting board or something? Where does one get a piece of granite? Nancy says she uses hubby's scrap 2x4s. Yeah, those work well. Mm-hmm. Those work for sure. This one was gifted to me. I went to a quilt retreat a few years back, and it was gifted to me by one of the other attendees. It's very nice of her. All right, so here we go. Here is block number 3 for the stream. Let me turn the zoom camera off and you guys can see it the other way. Reset again. Hang on. There you go. I'll just hold it up. There you go. Awesome. Isn't it awesome? I love this block, and I love the fact that it's different. Every single block is different. The fabric is not in the same place for any one of the blocks. And that's, you know, it really makes it unique. So I can't wait to see what this whole quilt looks like. Obviously, you guys have seen little previews of what the pattern looks like when the pattern was finished. That's in the thumbnail of the videos on the screen, on the thumbnails of these videos. So you guys can obviously see what that looks like. Excuse me, sorry, something in my throat. Snowstorm Crafts Grungy Grammy Dolls. They look like so much fun. Haven't seen them. She is on YouTube. Huh. That sounds like it could be fun. Oh, okay. Gotcha. You had a piece left over from your counters from a house you lost. Oh, okay. I love the colors. It's going to be so pretty. Yeah, I agree with you. I truly agree with you. I think it's going to be awesome. It took me forever to find a pattern that I felt was really going to showcase these fabrics well. And I feel like I've chosen very well for this pattern. It took me a long time. I've had this fat quarter bundle for probably 3 or 4 years now. And I've just kind of been waiting for that right pattern to come along. And when I came across this one, completely accidentally, I think I came across it on Facebook or something. It was just like, this is what I need. This is what's going to work for me. And as we've been putting it together, I absolutely love it. I think it's going to do a great job of really showcasing the fabrics well. Hi, baby. Sorry, when my puppies came in. She likes to avoid the camera, so she comes underneath. You might, yeah, so you just saw a wisp of her tail because she likes to avoid the camera. I don't know how she knows where the camera is, but she does. And she likes to avoid it. But anyway, friends, we have officially reached that time where it is time to say goodbye for the rest of the weekend. One more time, I will remind you guys, I will be back over on Katie's channel, The Greenland Quilter, at 3 p.m. Central Time. And then we will be back here again on Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Central Time for our block party video. We are working on Heartfelt. It is number 556, and it is on page 285 of our book. We're going to be working on that. If you are just joining us, you don't need to catch up right away. If you want to sew along, you can catch up anytime. You don't necessarily need to do it now. Just make sure you have enough pieces cut for 2 of this block. We are making 2 of each block as we move forward. I have cut up all the pieces. I've gotten to the point where the only thing I have not done with the pieces is there are some triangles that you need to cut up, and I've not cut the triangles yet. I just have them as squares. We will cut the triangles on Thursday. Next month, we are going to be starting our first paper piecing project. Paper piecing, for those of you who have never done it before, it does take a lot longer to do than standard piecing. So there's a distinct possibility that we may not be able to finish the block in our 2-hour time frame for next month. But if that happens, we'll just roll over to another day. We will figure that out as we go along. But anyway, thank you again. Oh, thank you for whoever, Terry, for throwing up that link there. Thank you very much for Katie's live this afternoon. But anyway, otherwise, we will be back here on Sunday morning. Again, we are here every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. Central Time, except for the first Sunday of every month, where we start a half an hour later, and that is because Mr. Wizard, my husband, Mr. Wizard, and I do a 1-hour live stream with our children on the first Sunday of every month. Because they are kind of all over the place now, so we do a live stream breakfast with them the first Sunday of every month. So that's why we run a little bit later on that particular day, but otherwise we are always here. I also post previews throughout the month of our schedule. I do that on our Facebook group, and I do that here on YouTube as well, just so that everybody knows when our videos are going, what time they're starting, and what we're working on. So you are welcome to join in at any point in time. I always put links to all of the patterns and the fabric, if I can, in the description of every single video that we work on. So then that way, if you wanted to follow along or make the pattern at a later time, you totally can. All right, friends, that is where we are at today. Where are they? Mine are everywhere too. That is it for today, folks. I will see you again on Thursday, and if not on Thursday, we will be back here again on Sunday. But hopefully, I'll see you later again this afternoon over on Katie's channel. All right, guys, have a great one, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Unbreakable tonight. Oh, we are birds far away from home, just souls that